seconds. I am actually booting it up right this second. Welcome. I know I didn't know. I said last time I didn't know when I was going to start this. I'm going to go ahead and start it now. At least the beginning of it. We're finally in Mass Effect 2. Hopefully it loads up. I loaded this up earlier to test it, and it crashed twice on me. Hey, it didn't do it this time. Thank goodness. Oh wow, thank goodness. It's like, please don't break on me again. Since first, we're gonna go to options. Now I have played this back in the past and played it a little bit of it recently. Mainly because, again, I was testing something out. I'm definitely gonna have to. To baseline. Man, I'll choose that when it comes to it. I was just making sure everything else was still on correctly. So I have played around with it a little bit, but we are starting a new game with R1 here. Ignore the fact that there's 2 saves. Something was wrong with the save at the end of the last one, and I had to use an editor to fucking fix the damn thing. Paragon, survived, killed, save, and Anderson. Oh, and for the record, this intro cutscene is quite long, actually. But have fun with it.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
Never is.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished.
You did cause a lot of fucked up things in Mass Effect 1.
He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man.
Like a lot of
If we lose
fucked up
Shepard,
shit.
Humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Oh, shit. Where's my drink at? There it is. One month, blah blah blah. Earn Morris machines that are alive have returned to quell the rumors. Yep, off the fight, Geth. Sorry, I was falling out of a chair trying to grab me a drink.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
I didn't think we were still allowed in Terminus system.
On a long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
It wants that butt.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
We're all gonna die.
Presley!
Yeah, he's dead.
Down. Multiple hull breaches.
Shit.
Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
Who knows?
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Commander,
Ashley, go. Now.
aye aye. Everybody in. Go, go, go!
The only time that you see Ashley or Caden in this cutscene here is if you have a Mass Effect 1 save. If not, the default is DR. And that's less to do with the romance option and more to do with the fact that Liara is the only person from Mass Effect 1 that will always survive. Because either Caden or Ashley dies. And you don't get to choose who that is until after this intro cutscene. And that's if you have the Dark Horse comics thing float. I can't remember what it's called, but it basically allows you to set how things happen, because if not, it goes default, which is the opposite sex. So if you're male, it's Ashley, and then Rex dead. Is one or the big ones. It's basically an easier save editor, but it doesn't do everything for you. Boop. Boop. Boop, boop. Yeah, or I can't boop you anymore? Damn you. Boop. Oh.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm.
Yeah, I'd rather have a broken arm or be dead.
Commander!
Joker,
Shepard!
you killed me. I had to do the most fucked up thing. The last thing you see is just say, Joker, you killed me. Imagine the fucking survival skill for years he has after that. Oh, some real fucking PTSD he fucking had, actually. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, you literally start this game, first 5 minutes, and you die. Yes, that is actually what happens. You actually die within the first mission in the game. You die, and that's how the game starts. Okay, it's Mass Effect Genesis. Do I have a coin? Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it.
Just another routine mission.
Which is a lie.
Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission.
Now you're a
Answering
real
the stress
shooting
call.
star now, Shepard.
And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics.
Caden looks so
He came across the
angry
lone survivor of the patrol.
and
Veteran
larger
Chief
than
Ashley
life. Like,
Williams.
god damn.
A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her
And
way.
yet Ashley's like so
Ashley
petite.
joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship.
And I'll never forgive how
Nothing I've ever seen.
how the
It
armor
was
looks in
massive,
this either.
scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard.
I was going to
Every
die.
muscle in my body went rigid.
Oh.
I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren.
Who legitimately
He'd been seen by one of the
looks
survivors from the
evil.
colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof.
That's why I never got.
I wasn't alone in my search.
He legitimately
Terrence,
looks
another
fucking
Turian,
evil
wanted to help.
compared
A
to
top
every
agent
other
for Citadel
Turian.
security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute.
Rex looks so
It was his
derpy here.
intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life.
The
These
cockroaches.
Reapers were blamed for
I mean,
wiping
the
out all
Reapers.
life 50,000 years ago, including
They
the
look like
Protheans,
fucking weird
then
ass
disappearing back
cockroaches.
through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara.
I like how they just,
a Prothean
instead of
expert,
trying to spell out
decked in my
Norman, they
eyes,
just put
and maybe most
NDY.
importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Ash I wasn't interested in Liara. I had my eyes on someone else. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help.
Oh,
we got our
okay.
next lead.
So I legitimately don't have to input any of those choices
Saren
here.
had taken her to
It just
Novaria,
goes
where
straight
he
to it.
enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that.
Damn straight.
What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos. a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. But Ash saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged.
I'm sorry, Garrett's just fucking Max Payneing
as his flagship.
with dual pistols. It's just hilarious.
With enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end,
I could say what that reminds me of,
but the costs,
but I don't want
were
to.
immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way.
Damn straight.
The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade.
Yeah.
None of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them.
More powerful, actually.
I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
So yeah, that's Mass Effect 1 pretty much summed up. If you start Mass Effect 2 without Mass Effect 1,
Commander Shepard.
you actually have an option to choose your own choices there
The Lazarus
and edit
Project
it
will proceed
slightly. So, Mass Effect 3 has the exact same thing. And now we're getting into the Lazarus Project, which basically is, well, basically bringing Shepard back to life. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. That's basically what the whole thing is. I did custom, and it immediately goes ugly. The first one is ugly. The second one actually is somewhat akin to how my first character looked like, somewhat. But no, we're just gonna go. Default. I've always thought this picture was kind of cool. And it does tell you what each one can do. So, drones, hacking, or tech specialists. Adept. Sentinel's actually kind of cool in it, because in this way, they have something called tech armor, which is something that's really fucking nice. And it looks really cool, too. So, the thing with Soldier is you're supposed to change your ammo type a lot to go with your concussion shot, because it changes what the concussion shot does. Yeah, the only thing is Sentinels don't get any custom ammunition. Neither does the Adept. So we're just gonna go Soldier because that is my default. You'll see more cool shit when I do my Vanguard. I get really ballsy with that one.
On the monitor, something's wrong.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings.
I have a very bad habit with my Vanguard just robotic charging straight into a lot of enemies.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not
in the middle of a bunch of enemies with nothing but a shotgun.
Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity's off the charts. Steps pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Hi? Quit staring at me like I'm a piece of meat. Stop it.
Wake up, Commander.
Nah. 5 more minutes. Oh God. No. Sounds like a you problem. Sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
Grab the pistol and armor from the locker.
Oh yeah, let's see. Alright, shields, burn enemies, and freeze them. Okay.
You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow
So why do you have a fucking pistol in here in the first damn place?
Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you.
No. There we go.
Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get.
Hang on, I did set this for veteran difficulty, right? Okay, good. Oh wow, I actually have quite a bit of money. So that's how much money it gets transferred over. I made the comment that I wanted to make sure that I had max money in Mass Effect 1 before I came here.
Please reconsider your aggressive attitude.
Go fuck yourself.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
It's because you get a good chunk of it when you start here. And Mass Effect 2 is a bit stingier about giving you fucking money. If you don't spend it carefully.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mix distracted for long.
Well, uh-oh. I hit my mouse. Hang on. Meat and Reese cups. I know I shouldn't laugh because I just watched two men get, horrifically killed, but they're Cerberus soldiers, so I don't care.
More reinforcements. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
They've seen us.
Take the elevator down one floor.
Okay.
Hurry! Get to the door!
Storm speed.
You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got this closing in on my position. Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
What do you expect me to do?
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
You know, for an organization that would desperately try to hide the fact that they're an evil organization, they have their giant fucking Cerberus logo plastered everywhere inside and on the side of the ship itself. Anyone with eyes could clearly see.
Hostile!
Oh shit.
Shepard, what the hell? What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
I know.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible. Unless you've got access. Gotta get you out of here, Shepard.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
I'm having some trouble wrapping my head around this.
Most people would.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those
But
shuttles,
I got better.
They'll be right.
Were there any other survivors?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
No, they don't get to retreat. They all have to die.
I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
Yes.
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, some column C, D, and F.
Exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack?
Damn if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
That Quarian has a name, asshole. And you're forgetting Garrison Rex, you son of a bitch. Yes, I'm mad. Why is the Asari the only one allowed to get fucking mentioned here? You even call her by name.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they
Maybe you
knew
can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. But we lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's
Mike
ranking
needs to be
officer.
moved, hang on.
She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we—
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this
I
frequency.
think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Log update. The Lazarus Project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
Lots of screaming and dying.
We've been spotted.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Wilson, find us another route.
Oh, I forgot to upgrade you. Yeah, and then when you upgrade him, it literally says servers operative. Like, huh? Let's go ahead and give you a little bit of everything.
Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
There, Shepard.
Oh God! I'm hit! They shot me!
Well, apparently it's about the fact that they shot you. You are still fucking screaming. So shut the fuck up.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Which is fucked up considering I blew up your shit a lot in Mass Effect 1 and yet.
Shepard, down here!
All it would take is a. Oh wow.
Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall. Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
You can overload the canisters to clear a path. Shuttles.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead.
If
they gave up.
If you ask, like, never heard of them, it's like, huh, may want to check your memory banks, because you clearly wiped out several of our bases.
You deserve to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain
Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butt.
Beep boop. Go ahead, make another save.
Sleep mode ended. Subject suppressed. Allied force casualty.
Who shot me?
Come on over.
Proximity warning.
Right with you. On it.
Now these I actually liked. These are always fun to do. They got long and tedious after a while.
Subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Let's keep an eye out for any data packs. Because like I said, money's a bit tighter, but I think I should be fine, provided I don't spend on shit that I really need. I remember it being a bit of a pain on some shit.
Through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
God, you're a bitch.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much
my
time and
phone
effort
turn
bringing
on
you
when
back
I
to
say
life
that?
to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Fucking bitch.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the Elusive Man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Yeah, can I smack you and Jacob and everyone else in this location? I really don't like the Cerberus crewmates. I really don't. Okay, that's incorrect. There's two crewmates on the Cerberus crew that I actually somewhat like. But Mass Effect 2 Miranda is a fucking bitch. Mass Effect 3 Miranda is a lot easier to get along with.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
It's like, 'cause she's too much of a die-hard Cerberus person.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Surprisingly enough, Jacob actually gets worse between Mass Effect 2 and 3. Especially if you romance it.
Where are we going?
But I'm not getting
Another
into that
Cerberus
right
facility.
now.
The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You spent 4 billion fucking credits in 2 years to bring me back, and you're all things like, okay, fine, you can sit here and rot. You're a fucking liar.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Not funny. Yeah, the only Cerberus crew members that I can even remotely stand are the 2 engineering personnel. That's it. The rest of them kind of get on my nerves.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
No.
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are
I
there.
suppose you're right.
This is a weird looking facility.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Yeah, you need to get increased health, but you have to put on your helmet in order to do it. A little bit more flair to it. I'll change it a little bit more later. Save again. What's this place called? No, it still says we're in the research station.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest
The Reapers.
threat. Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different
You
methods.
literally killed
Cut
an
to the
Alliance
chase.
general.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
Admiral.
We're at
Give him the
war.
correct rank there,
No one
my
wants
man.
to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies.
Not to mention the other
We
fucked
believe
up
it's
war
someone
crimes you
working
people
for
have
the
fucking
Reapers,
done.
just as Saren and Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus.
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus.
If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act...
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are
I'd be
behind-
disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You
He's a
expect me to
little bit
trust
more
him?
than a gun for hire.
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expect. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Oh, something too that I want to get out. A lot of the different classes does start with a. Don't make fun of me because I can't say it. That one, the blue ammo type. Because a lot of the enemies you fight at the very beginning are fucking robots.
The elusive
And they're
man is
weak
very
against it.
impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
Don't worry. We'll find out
Well, at
what
least you're
happened.
confident. Let's hope it's not misplaced.
For someone who spent 2 years putting me back together, you don't seem real fond of me.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable.
Any thoughts on what we might run into
A lot
there?
of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Thanks.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Just pinged me.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just agreed to work with him. I still don't trust him.
Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Do you know anything about this colony?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us.
Kind of like
we were
British
supposed to be
pirates.
free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join, sir?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1 second, because I just got pinged for something, and I don't know what it was. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Okay. Come on, don't you crash on me. Okay, blah blah blah. Import bonus. So start at level 5, 15,000 credits. 150,000 credits. 100,000 of all the other shit. And 190 of those both. Since I was having some issues with the save, I went ahead and made sure certain things were still okay in case save was.
Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. We've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to... If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters, or we're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one...
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better.
Okay. Shields. Effective against armor.
Switch up.
Okay, man, let me go ahead and go to squads. Okay. I know the shot. You know what? Go ahead and equip your shotgun for now.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
We are going to save again real quick, because I like to save just in case.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Spooky, woo. Not really.
Disabled at the other colony. Affirmative.
Watch out! Subdue and suppress.
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Oh god! Good doggies. Get up. Please? Oops, I meant to do the other one. Damn it. There we go.
Make activity. Here we go.
Got him.
Shot through the heart, cause you don't care.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
Uh-oh. Hang on, folks.
Cerberus rebuilt me, but I'm not taking their orders. We can discuss the specifics once I know why you're here.
One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back. Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of it.
They've seen us.
Use overload on him.
We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
Okay, sorry about that. I had to talk to somebody. And I'll probably be ending here in a few minutes too, because I have to leave here in a few minutes and do something. But a few comments. Back there where I shot the one mech, there's actually a way to get to that save and not trigger. If you actually go on the other side of that cabinet, of where that mech's at, hiding in the dark, and access it there. You can actually take the money without activating the mech. And of course, Fraza and his team are a bunch of jarheads. As always.
Enemy down! Perfect! Here goes.
I hate this.
Target down! Yeah!
There we go! Perfect!
Shepard, we are inside the loading zone.
So,
Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Fraza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get
And
your
they-
squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
so I'm gonna try and quickly do this before I have to leave.
You got it!
Moving to cover.
I'm gonna save just in case. So I may have to leave
Take point,
unexpectedly,
Shepard. We'll cover the door.
but I'll try to come back sometime today, or you won't see me until next week. I just did.
Sure thing.
Affirmative! We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
I did.
Taking cover!
Sure thing. Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door. On my way.
Okay.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
I did, you stupid bitch.
Going now.
Going to ground. Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point. Going to cover!
There it goes. How Vitor is not considered a goddamn traitor for after murking an entire squad is a shocking surprise.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Target blocked.
Overload will take up their shields. Heavy mech.
Hi, come on. You want me? Oh yeah, I forgot there's power cells in these places. That isn't there. Oh god damn it. Now who's messaging me?
This looks interesting.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Well, we're gonna have to do that later because I do have to leave. And I know the next cutscene is gonna take us a few minutes. So I'm gonna save here. Maybe back again tonight. I have no effing idea. If I'm not, everyone have a great rest of the day, night, whatever. And I will see you later. Let me go ahead and exit game. We're gonna see the black screen. Everything's going to break. Okay. Everyone have a great rest of your day, or night, or whatever time zone you're in. And I will see you later. And have a good one.